Hello and welcome to the June Global SU Vlog Hub. You're currently visiting with me, Gina from Emerald Creations, and I'd like to welcome you to my crafting spot. So this month's theme for the Global SU Vlog Hub is using up scraps. And I'm sure if you're an avid crafter like me, you hoard your scraps of your paper and your card. And today we wanted to give you loads of ideas throughout all the videos that of how to use up your your scraps. So this is the card that I have come up with. It's a little bit of a take on the floating technique that was popular for a while. It's using a window sheet and it's using up some scraps that I had left over. I have actually cut them down to size. They are 1/4 of an inch wide, which is the same as the grid paper. So get yourself some grid paper, get yourself some scraps that are 1/4 of an inch wide. It doesn't matter about the length, and I'll show you how to make this card. Okay, so I have already made the smaller squares up, but I thought I would show you how to create with this technique and with the largest one. So I hope you can see the window sheet that I have. I've used it cut these out using our layering circle die. So I've just randomly picked sort of one large, one medium and one slightly smaller die, and I've cut out a window sheet. So what we want to do on the grid sheet is make sure that the circle is sort of like touching sort of the edge or the lines on the outside as well as the top side. It doesn't matter about getting it perfect, but once it's down, we would like to keep it sort of fairly still. I'm going to use our liquid Tombow because it does dry clearly, and I'm just going to take and put on not too much glue, and I'm putting it on every other square or every other line, like so. So I'm going to do half the circle first of all, and the great thing about this, the tip to do, is get your strip and hold it with your finger at the bottom, and then that means you can line it up on your square, on your grid like that. So hold it here at the bottom and then line it up on your square. By doing that, you're making sure that it is completely straight, like so. And oops, I'll do a green one here. There we go. And I might do a little peach one at the end. So that's how we get it. I keep it nice and straight. So I just do the last few lines. Okay. We go 4. So I'm using the color family that I use the most. It's the Soft Subtles. You may have a collection of colors that you use, and it's entirely your own choice what you would like to be using. So that is one layer. Okay, so take a pair of snips, and if you turn it upside down you can see where you're cutting, and just run your scissors along the edge of the window sheet. like so, and trim it off, and that's how you get your circle shape. So it's good to give it a little bit of time to dry, so it doesn't sort of move with you. And that's one layer. Okay, so the thing to do is line it up with your grid again, and well, I'm actually going to turn it around because I find it easier to work up and down rather than across. And I'm going to go here and round upside down like that. So I'm going to go for this, start off with the pink, and as I say, hold it down like that. Okay, and I have to, it's moved with me. Maybe not long enough for the center bit, but this is, and like so, and maybe use this one. So as I say, see how I pinch it to the side and then line it up with the grid. And do, whoops, do it again. Like so. And I'll put glue on this side here. Put it down and then add it to that. Now, I have managed not to have any glue on my fingers, which is a miracle. But there we go. That's how I have made this grid of the checkered colours. So because I'm sort of running to time on the video, I'm just running a risk of running these or cutting these when they're maybe not quite dry. Trim it off like that. There we go. And that's that. And so I have used, these are the smaller circles that I'm sort of have used as well. So for my card, my base card measures 29 centimeters by 10.5, and I score it along the 29 centimeters at 14.5. So I'm basically scoring it in half. And my top layer, where I'm going to adhere the circles to, are 14 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Okay, so just cutting down by 0.5 centimeter on each side. So now to add these and arrange these, I sort of want to put my sentiment up at the top corner. So I'm quite happy with that. Now the great thing about this is when on the bottom side where you're going to glue it, just put the glue on the paper, on the back side of the paper. Don't put it on the window sheet. Just put it on the paper, and then it doesn't show through. It does dry clear, but no, I'm going to offset this slightly, like so. And then once it's down, make sure you don't move it, because it does get a wee bit grimy underneath the bottom. So next one, just add the glue to the back side of the paper, like so. And we'll take this like that. And then last one. No. Okay. And while they're just drying, I'm going to just stamp my birthday, my happy birthday. So my happy birthday is from Artistically Inked, and I just thought it was a nice, clean, reasonably sized sentiment, and I wanted something that wasn't too fussy because of the pattern of the circles. No, let's just size that up and put that down. Now I'm totally winging this because my head isn't directly on top of it, so I'm hoping that it's all nice and straight. And I've stamped that in Pull Party. And then I have some little pearls, which I have used the brush tip of my blender pen or blend pen, and I've just coloured them in like so, to colour them in the appropriate colour. And I'm just going to use my little spatula, oops, and I'm going to add just randomly some pearls. Now hopefully they will have had a chance to dry. So again, I'm just going to turn my card upside down, and I'm just going to run my scissors along the edge of the card like so, and trim off the excess. Last one. Yeah. Okay. It's a pretty design, and the texture is quite nice as well. And then I'm just going to stick this onto the top, onto my base card, just directly down. I don't know what you would call this, but it's a great way of using up your scraps. I know there's some great ideas that the ladies have come up with, and I'm sure you agree this is quite a quick card to come up with as well. So there we go. Thank you for joining me today. I would love to see your take on my card. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you for joining me. If you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would love you to do so. And hopefully another inspiration will come to mind for the next video. Thank you very much for joining me today. Bye bye.